Where is Dad?
I think Dad has made some excellent progress today.
Your dad, he's a fun guy, right?
And I love him so much, and I think he's the greatest dad in the world.
Welcome back to Working on the Dad Pod. Alex, with me as always, Ethan. And today, we're blind ranking some stuff. So this is something that I've seen a lot, and I thought we'd try our hand at this. This is a pre-recorded episode, as in more than the night before. So we are doing something fun because as you guys are listening to this, Ethan's been busy with his oldest graduating, or as he put it, graduating preschool. And I've been traveling. So we wanted to get something out there. But the rules of this are simple. We're going to take turns, and we're each going to present a topic. And then the other person is going to listen. They are going to have spots 1 through 5 in their rankings. They're going to hear an item, and they have to put it at 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 without knowing what comes next. And then they have to rank the rest of the list. And then we're going to talk a little bit about how well we thought that person did before moving on. It's not that serious. I don't know exactly how many rounds we'll do. We'll kind of, I think, do a time check and see how long each round takes us. But try to keep it fun and light. So Ethan, do you
I do have a question.
Yeah.
Are you telling me are we telling each other the topic?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, like, I'll pick a top, like New York Yankees second baseman.
Okay.
So you know what the topic is, and you
Got
know
it.
where to rank them among the first option. You can be like, okay, I think they're a better second baseman than Derek Jeter because he played shortstop, right, or whatever.
Right. I was just gonna.
So that's right where it is, where you're just like, okay, that's 5 because he wasn't a second baseman.
All right, you go first.
All right.
Or you have me rank first.
Yeah. All right. So my first one, I have a variety of overarching categories here.
Same.
Dad topics, sports topics, and pop culture topics are where all mine come from. All right.
Okay.
So the first one is going to be dad superpowers. You're ranking dad superpowers. So you're going to blind rank these.
Okay.
Grilling anything to perfection.
I'm going to put that at 3.
Okay. 3. Fixing stuff with duct tape.
5.
Okay. Instantly falling asleep anywhere.
1.
Okay. So we've got falling asleep anywhere at 1. We've got grilling anything to perfection at 3. And we've got fixing stuff for duct tape at 5.
Mm-hmm.
Giving unsolicited advice.
4.
Okay.
I know the risk.
Turning off lights in empty rooms.
I think, that's good for the environment. I think that's a strong 2.
Okay. So the final list here is instantly falling asleep anywhere, number 1. Turning off lights in empty rooms, number 2. What was the
grilling to
perfection? All right, giving unsolicited advice and fixing stuff with duct tape. I think you did pretty well on that one.
So, can I tell you my strategy? So, you told me dad superpowers, right? And you came out strong with that grilling. Now, a grill master is key in multiple situations. You don't even have to be a dad. So, I was actually anticipating. I wanted to save 1 and 2 for, I thought it was going to be something like one-handed diaper changing. Something crazy where it was like something. So my thought was you were going to throw something that actually involves parenting and kids. So by the time I got to the third one, I thought, well, I was clearly wrong about where this is, but it would be nice to instantly fall asleep anywhere because then I'd always feel rested. And that's how that took number 1.
All right. Yeah, right. I think that's a good list though, because instantly falling asleep anywhere is just a classic dad trait that I'm happy to say that I have that superpower.
Okay. All right. So this next one, or my first category for you, is fantasy genres.
Fantasy genres. Okay.
Okay. DC Comics.
3. I kind of got to start up in the middle. I like your strategy there.
Star Trek.
4. This is a little personal though.
Okay.
Star Trek guy.
Star Wars.
1.
Marvel.
2. I'm gonna get screwed here. I left the 5 open.
Cobra Kai.
That's not sci-fi.
It is.
Stop pushing that.
No, it's not. I'm kidding. It's not actually Cobra Kai. The last one's Harry Potter.
Oh, I still screwed myself. Oh, that's not 5. Yeah, I messed up taking the. I mean, like, I think I could go I can be behind Star Wars at number 1, but it really should be like Star Wars, Harry Potter, Marvel, DC, Star Trek should be last. Yeah. But that was 5 strong ones.
I'm not a Star Trek guy either, so that would have been my 5 instantly, no matter what you said. But yeah, so my wife was saying not to pick Harry Potter because it doesn't fit with the others, and honestly, it's like the only thing that doesn't. Yeah, the only thing it doesn't that doesn't fit is that they're just younger, but it's a fantasy hero story, Yeah. So, yeah. All right. Give me your next one.
All right, I'm actually going to throw it back to a draft we did a little bit. But I'm gonna put a little spin on it here. But we're gonna go iconic TV dads.
Okay.
But you have to blind rank them without knowing who's coming next on my list. All right. Danny Tanner.
So that's Mrs. Doubtfire. Oh, no. Right. Sorry. That was Daniel. Anyway, Danny Tanner, Full House. I'm gonna go 4.
4. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Phil Dunphy.
2.
Jack Pearson.
1.
Homer Simpson.
5.
Eric Taylor.
3. Okay. So I would love to put Eric Taylor number 2 over Dunphy, but honestly, I'm totally fine with Pearson, Dunphy, Taylor, Tanner, and then Simpson. So I think I've got no qualms with how I blind rank that one.
Yeah, no, I think that's fair. I think you're doing. I think it's you won the first round. You had a better ranking than me. I really botched Harry Potter. Really, Avada Kedavra it. But
there you go. All right, you ready? Yeah. This one you'll be happy with.
Okay.
Types of beer.
Oh, jeez.
And so not brands, types.
Sure.
Okay. Lager.
4.
IPA.
1.
Stout.
3.
Pilsner.
5.
That leaves Ghost as 2.
Yep, nailed that. For personal opinion, nailed that.
Yeah, no, I think that's great. I'm not the biggest IPA fan, so IPA would have been my 5. But I would have gone Ghost, Stout, Lager, Pilsner, IPA. But I mean,
I IPA is number 1, and I was waiting for sour or Gosa. Falls in that category too. And I found out not that long ago it's pronounced Gosa.
Okay, well, I will tell you that I did not put sour because I have that word in a different one of my categories.
Oh.
But it goes as close enough. Yeah.
Okay, well that's a hint. You should probably use that one first if you go to that category.
I will. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, no, I like my list. I like flavor in my beer, but lager and pilsners have their place. I'm not against them. I think they are fantastic on a great summer day when you don't want a hot bomb, or you especially want something a little lower in ABV. They're definitely great for crushing in volume. Sure. Better than 1 through 3 on that list for sure. You can only have, 2 on a cookout day. One stout, really, like more than that, and you're just stuffed. But pilsners and lagers are exceptionally drinkable. Great list. Okay, so I am doing bucket list sports events.
Okay.
All right. Super Bowl.
1.
The Masters.
2.
World Cup final.
4.
WrestleMania.
5.
Game 7 of the NBA Finals.
3. So, no, hindsight, I would have done World Cup 3. However, I thought you were going to throw Olympics in there. But yeah, true. But I'm okay with my list. I might have swapped. I mean, it depends on the team, honestly. Like a Game 7 Lakers, yeah, that'd be excellent. But yeah, I'm happy with that list.
Yeah, right. I think that's a pretty good list. Like, try to vary up the order here to try and trip you up with something like WrestleMania that I know is going to be your 5. Trying to get you to throw something in 5.
That's the other thing. I'm actually not reading. I'm not reading mine in the order I have them written down because I'm trying to trip you up in the ranking.
No, there's some strategy going on here.
Yeah. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Style of hat.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah. Start with the standard cap.
Like a baseball.
Like a baseball cap.
I think 1.
Okay.
I might regret that, but
top hat.
I'm thinking about this from like wearing it perspective. Man, I put it at 4. There might be something that comes out worse, but
beret.
Don't really want to use my 5 slot already. 5.
Fedora.
3.
Cowboy.
I'm actually okay with this, honestly. Like,
I'm
not gonna wear anything but the baseball hat. But if I was going to wear something, it would be a cowboy hat, and then it would be a fedora, and then it would be a top hat, and then it would be a beret. So I think, like you're not gonna catch me. I tried on a fedora once in a store, and I was like, what? I'm not gonna be that guy.
It's not for everybody. Guy. But it was something I knew 5 of. So there we go.
Fair enough. Fair enough. All right. I am going to keep it in the sports section here a little bit.
Okay.
Worst ways to lose a game.
Okay.
All right. Last second buzzer beater.
3.
Triple overtime.
What sport?
One that can go to triple overtime.
All right. 4.
4. Okay. So you had buzzer beater at 3?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. An own goal.
That is 100% the worst way to lose. 1.
A walk-off homer.
2.
So you have 1 through 4. You have your 5 spot open.
Yep.
Missed free throws.
Should have expected that. Well played, sir. Well played. Well played. That's my true 1. but it is in the 5 spot. You got me there. You got me there. Okay. Okay. All right. We have here chicken dressing.
Chicken dressing?
So that could be wings, tenders, nuggets, how they are dressed.
Okay. Skirt,
right.
shirt, skirt.
Or I guess I'm sorry. I guess technically it's dip. This
dipping
is dip.
sauces.
Dipping sauces. That's what I should have said.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. This is gonna be tough.
Ranch.
3.
Barbecue sauce.
4.
Honey mustard.
5. I already don't like my list. Like 5. I'm gonna go 5. Lock that in.
Blue cheese.
1.
So in your 2 spot, you get ketchup.
Yeah.
So your list is blue cheese, ketchup, ranch, barbecue sauce, honey mustard.
Like I think I would move ranch up and like ketchup down to the bottom, right? Like I just move everything up. Like ketchup's fine. Like this is like the beer window. Yeah. Like if you're telling me I got to dip my chicken in ketchup, it's a fine day. It's not a banner day, but it's a fine day.
Yeah, okay. I mean you're still eating the nugget.
Yeah. All right. Most dad approved action heroes.
Okay.
All right. Number 1, John McClane from Die Hard.
Dad approved action hero John McClane. I'm gonna go 4.
4.
I'm gonna go 4.
Ethan Hunt from Mission Impossible.
Well, as a fellow Ethan, I'm gonna put him at number 3 because he's not very paternal.
Jason Bourne.
I was never into the Bourne movie, so I'm gonna go 5. I realize that's a risk because I don't know what my 1 and 2 is gonna be.
I think you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine with your 1 and 2.
Okay.
Might have some qualms with John McClane at 4 here, but the order of your 1 and 2 is gonna matter a little bit. Okay. Indiana Jones.
Okay. I'm gonna go 1.
All right. In your 2 spot, James Bond.
Okay. So I went with John McClane 4, only because I wanted to give myself more variability. Like I've been taking the strategy of like Alex is going to give me something in the middle, so I'm going to pick a 3. But then I thought maybe you adjusted for my picking strategy, so I went with 4. But ultimately, I think I'm fine with that list. It's not exactly my list. Yeah. But it's. I feel like enough people would make that their list.
I think enough people could make that their list. I think James Bond has got to be up there because, like, yes, all of these characters have at least 4 movies.
Yeah.
Right.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
All of these characters have at least 4 movies.
Mm-hmm.
James Bond is the only one that switches actors so that they don't have some old man making a money grab.
It's true.
Like I could make the case that Jason Bourne didn't get too old, but they still came out with extra movies, like an extra movie years later.
Mm-hmm.
They even had one with Jeremy Renner at one point in there.
Right, yeah.
Not as Jason Bourne, but as a different spot. But that kind of thing. And then they came out with another Matt Damon movie, right? And they've done that. Obviously, there's the allegedly last Mission Impossible's in theater right now. There's been old Indiana Jones.
Yeah, I haven't seen the last Indiana Jones yet, but I have seen all the Die Hards. I only saw the first Bourne. I wasn't really into Bourne. I know it's like a kind of a hot take, but it wasn't my favorite.
Yeah.
All right. I alluded to this one before. Ways to drink whiskey.
Okay.
So I'm going to start with it. Sour. A whiskey sour.
I have a question before we get started.
Okay.
How good is the whiskey?
I would say it's a mid-shelf bourbon.
Okay. Mid-shelf whiskey. I can get behind. All right. 3 for sour.
Okay. Coke.
4.
Rocks.
2.
Neat.
1.
And then in your 5 spot is ginger ale. Whiskey ginger. Okay.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I could switch 4 and 5, but other than that, that's pretty much my list. I like the rocks sometimes, but usually I'm a neat guy.
So I am a Scotch neat, bourbon rocks kind of guy.
I think that's fair. But the reason I asked about it was specifically the neat and rocks question, because if it's bottom of the barrel, then I move neat and rocks to the 4 and 5 spot with no hesitation if we've got well whiskey here.
Yeah, right.
The quality matters a lot on that one.
Absolutely. But no.
Then
I think,
Coke might move up to the top, but sour's up there for sure, because sour can mask all the horrible tastes if it needs to.
True. All right, do you want to go one more each? One more each?
Yeah, I think we can do one more. I got a list of about 10 different ones here. Let's see.
Yeah, I've actually only got 3 more categories, but I'm fine just going. I mean, depends on how many more you really want to throw at me.
Yeah.
I'm surprised we haven't overlapped yet.
No, I'm surprised.
Yeah, I'm surprised I haven't. Yeah, I'm surprised I haven't been like, oh man, let me scratch this one off. But yeah. All right, last one. All right.
Classic dad responses. So you're ranking these classic dad responses. All right. I'm not sleeping. I'm resting my eyes.
I'm going to go back to my original strategy, and I'm going to put that one as a 3. Because I feel like there might be some better ones, but there's probably some worse ones.
Because I said so.
Man, that one is so powerful, but I am trying to get away from it as a dad myself, so I'm going to put that one at 5.
Okay. Back in my day.
That's a 4. No one likes that, but
okay.
Yeah.
All righty. Ask your mom.
That's a clear one. It totally puts the blame elsewhere, and you don't gotta worry about the consequences.
Hi, hungry. I'm dad.
Perfect number 2. I think that's great. It's the fun one. I'm happy with my list.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. No, you're doing pretty well on these.
All right. Here's
not right answers, but
no. But yeah, exactly. All right. Types of pasta. So this is okay. So mac and cheese.
Three. It's very versatile.
Okay. Noodle.
Just a noodle?
So you can have it any way you want. It could be spaghetti, it could be linguine, it could be fettuccine, but you're in the noodle game. You're having a noodle meal.
2? That versatility's got to rank it pretty high.
Okay. Gnocchi. You've currently got noodle at 2 and mac and cheese at 3.
Yeah, this one's going to be a trash list. I'm going to go 1. Hope for the best here.
Okay. All right.
I agree with that ranking. I don't know that they're going to be the 3 best options.
That's fine. Tortellini.
0.
You don't know.
No, I'll put it at 4.
And
no. I mean, like, I want to rank above one.
Oh, okay. And then ravioli.
Yeah, no, my 4 and 5. Like,
yeah,
they are probably my 1 and 3 tortellini and ravioli, which is weird because they're not that different. But I like gnocchi in the 2 spot, mac and cheese in the 4. Noodle, the versatility though, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
yeah. No, yeah, you can do a lot with the noodle.
Yeah,
you gotta get meatballs as a classic. Yeah, I kind of threw you though because mac and cheese is like not just a type of pasta, but it's like it's a dish.
Yeah, it changed my expectations because I was like, I thought like spaghetti and meatballs was coming next.
Yeah,
and
or like lasagna, or
something like that.
It was purposefully tricky. So
I get you. All right. Yeah.
This is a fun idea. I'm glad you thought of
this.
This
is fun. Yeah, I think
I also
got a couple more that we might do if we need.
I want to plug this toy. Alex and I talked about it on like previous episodes, but it's like the next generation of the Etch-a-Sketch. And so I'm unlocking it now. But like as you can see, we're now done with this. So I'm just going to delete.
Wow. That's pretty
and
cool.
Then
what's the name of that thing?
It is called. You know what? I'm gonna have to look it up. It's actually not written on the back, but I can write something like, "Hi, Alex," and there it is. And then, bye. Yeah, it's definitely like the next generation, like light years ahead of the Etch-a-Sketch. So I will actually, look this up and make sure that it's in the show notes, like just like what it's called, not a specific brand or anything, but I definitely think it's a really cool thing. It's good for a podcaster. It's good for a 2-year-old, and you're not wasting any paper. The only thing that if I were reimagining this now, I would put a memory card in it so you could save. Otherwise, like you have to take a picture of like your kid's excellent drawing.
Yeah, I have one of these things. I'm gonna go to, like just sort of hold it up here so it's blurred. But like this is called a Rocket Book. And basically it's just a notebook, right? And so it's just a notebook with pages, and you write on an erasable pen, but then you can get like a wet cloth towel and just like wipe them and erase them. But they have like QR codes down here at the bottom, and so you can scan it with the app, and you can like automate that. It'll either email it to you, or you can say upload it to Google Drive or OneDrive or something like that. And so you can actually scan it. So the erasability is not quite as easy as one button press, which is why I'm like, I'm intrigued by your thing. But my thing does actually help with one. You can have quite a few pages. They've got like some little icons down at the bottom, and those icons are in a circle, and you can like fill in the circle on each page. And it's like 6 of them or 8 of them. And what circle you fill in dictates when you scan with the app what the destination is. So you could have like 8 different automations, like, this is a work thing. It needs to go to my work email. This is a personal thing. It needs to go to my Google Drive. This is for a grocery list for the wife. This needs to go to her, kind of thing. So you you could do different things. That's a Rocket Book. I've really liked those. The only downside is you can't use normal pens. You do have to use erasable pens. So it can't just be grab any pen and write on it, or else it is a little bit of a pain in the butt to get your page clear later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, cool, man.
Pretty cool. This has been product placement. Unsponsored. Not a sponsor.
Well, please.
I do an ad read for Rocket Book. Yeah.
Yeah. I would do an ad read for whatever this company is when I look it up. Because my mom actually bought this one for the girls. And then the other 2 we have were actually gifts from like their teachers.
Nice.
So yeah. But yeah, no, it's pretty cool. So just gotta look it up. All right.
Cool.
Well, this was a fun idea, Alex. I had a good time. So yeah.
We will see you guys next week. Thanks for joining us.
Right. Bye-bye.
Thanks for working on the Dad Pod with us. Any resources that we mentioned during the show will be in the show notes. If you have questions, thoughts, or just want to talk with us, the best place is in the comments on YouTube. We're on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Threads at Working on the Dad Pod, and on Twitter at Working on Dad Pod. Following and subscribing is always appreciated. Please rate and review us. That helps get the show to new people. And if you know a dad who would enjoy our show, sharing it with them is a huge help to them and us. Have a great week.